The Tecno Camon 40 Pro was built for AI from the ground up. It comes packed with a ton of useful AI features that we'll talk about. Aside that, it's the first Tecno phone that I've used with Android 15, and that is also a new thing. We kind of also have a new design that is reminiscent to a certain Galaxy device from Samsung. There is a dedicated snap button that can be fun to use. I've had this phone for a while now, and I'm going to share everything you need to know in this video. I'm glad that Tecno has continued to give us complete accessories in the box, including a 45-watt charging adapter, a USB A to C cable, and this lovely case that has some texture at the back. Like, it just makes a lot of sense, and I don't think there's anyone that will get this phone and not use the case. It has some texture and it enhances the overall grip in the hand. The design of the box has changed this year, coming from what we had last year with the blue and white box with the Camon 30. You also need to know that last year there wasn't a Camon 30 Pro 4G, but I have with me right here the Camon 40 Pro 4G. I paid exactly 358,500 naira for the phone, and that's slightly above $200. The Camon 40 Pro comes with 8 gigs RAM and 256 gig storage space, and there isn't any model out there with more RAM or storage space. You also need to know that you can't expand the storage space in this phone because the SIM card slot doesn't have a space for memory card. You can only use 2 SIM cards. I'm going to compare this phone with the Redmi Note 14 Pro and the upcoming Infinix Note 50 Pro 4G. Let me know what other phones you want me to compare with this one in the comment section. You should also subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because this year we are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by December. Thank you for subscribing. The most exciting part of this phone to me is the ton of AI features Tecno packed on this phone. While the processor on the phone can't really handle any AI tasks on its own, since it doesn't have a dedicated NPU, what they are doing is using the cloud to process all the AI tasks. Without the internet, AI will not work on this phone. One thing that I also need to say is that if you think you need AI on your phone to help you with certain tasks, but don't want to spend too much money, this is a very good option. Maybe only the Infinix Note 50 that is coming up will rival this device when it comes to AI features. In the settings, there is a dedicated section for Tecno AI, where you will see all the AI features it comes with. Most of them are really useful, like circle to search. It has been available in expensive phones for a while now, and I'm glad Tecno is bringing it here. In the Notes app, you can sketch anything and AI will help you transform it into a better image. There is also an AI call transcription that works in real time. When you are having a call with someone speaking in another language, it can just translate that language for you. There is also AI call summarizers that will record your calls, but it will announce to the person you are having the call with that it's recording. It's super fast. The most impressive thing is that most of these features also work with WhatsApp. There's an AI image eraser and AI extender that works like magic, and once you are in the phone's gallery, you will see an AI studio. Immediately you tap on it, you will see the eraser and the extender. You can go ahead and increase the size of the image or erase something out of the image. If your internet connection isn't really stable, it will take time. Another really helpful AI feature that I have tried is the text extractor that lets you copy text even while watching YouTube videos. If you swipe to the right on the home screen, you will get access to the AI toolkit, where you can get a summary of your day's activity and some AI tools that you can use quickly. Trust me, there are more AI features and use cases that I didn't even touch. And let me know if you want a dedicated video about Tecno AI in the comment section. The design of the phone feels premium in the hand, and I'm impressed that they changed how it looked coming from the Camon 30. We have a vertical camera layout with a flashlight just beside it. We also have the indicator light just above the flashlight, and it kind of shows you if you are maybe recording a video or charging the phone. The device is quite lightweight, but you can't operate it with one hand because of its size. The back of the phone has a matte texture, but the camera layout feels plasticky. I have the Galaxy black color with me here, and it shines depending on how light hits it. There is a dedicated button for accessing the camera quickly, and Tecno calls it the flash snap. It gives you access to the camera if you double tap it, and you can press and hold it to summon Ella, the AI assistant. You can also remap this button in the settings of the phone to do other tasks. You can see the button with an orange accent. The SIM card tray is at the bottom, and the phone supports 2 SIM cards like I stated earlier. We also have dual speakers with Dolby Atmos support that sounds amazing. There's an IR blaster on the phone, and it can be used to control electronics. We We also have an IP69 and IP68 water and dust resistant rating on the phone, which is very impressive considering its price. The phone can survive up to 2 meters underwater without any damage. It is also resistant to high pressure water blasting at it from different angles. Tecno also claims the Camon 40 Pro has an ultra drop resistant body that will make it survive falling from certain heights. The frame of the phone is made of plastic and it shows things, but since it comes with this case, and I don't think there is anyone that will use this phone without this beautiful case, I don't think the stains on the frame will matter. The volume and unlock button are also tactile, and for design, I will say I'm impressed. I like it when brands try new things, not kind of giving us the same design, just refining it a little bit here in, here out. I like it when they just go out of the box. We have an optical under-display fingerprint scanner on the phone, and it unlocks the phone quite fast. There is also an option of the face unlock, but it is not as secure as the fingerprint scanner. I didn't even activate that option on this phone. We have a large 6.78-inch curved AMOLED display on the phone, and it's really bright and sharp. The display has a 120Hz refresh rate that makes it feel a bit snappier when you are scrolling through the display, and the resolution is 1080p. In the settings, you can't pin the phone to 120Hz. It's only up to 120Hz refresh rate in some apps. Using the screen feels fast and it's responsive to touch. It is also protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass 7.9 that offers protection against drops from certain heights. Tecno also added a pre-applied screen protector on the phone. Colors appear bright and contrasty. We also have the always on display feature in case that's something you like. There is extra dim in the settings that can be really helpful if you want to sleep and you want to just tone down the overall brightness. The size of the screen makes playing and watching content enjoyable, and scrolling through social media apps feel immersive on this screen. The screen to body ratio is 90% and the bezels don't intrude while consuming content. There is a camera cutout for the selfie camera and it's also great. The only issue is that personally I don't like curved screens. I just don't know why. I would have preferred a flat screen on this phone, but that doesn't mean the display is not functional. There are a lot of you people out there that prefer curved screens and you'll definitely enjoy what you have on the Camon 40 Pro. Now the display on the phone is impressive and it's okay for the price. I don't really have any complaints and I don't really think there's any phone out there around its price that has maybe better display quality. Even the overall nit brightness outdoors is around 1500 and that's what you get pretty much everywhere. The phone is powered by the MediaTek Helio G100 Ultimate, and this is a chipset that has proven to be the right one for the phones within this price range. I've played some games on the phone and they write quite effectively without too much lag. There's slight overheating when gaming for too long or when charging for too long, and Tecno also claimed that they added an 11-layer heat dissipation stack architecture to help with cooling down the Camon 40 Pro during intensive tasks. Apps load at the appropriate time without too much lag or delay. The phone also retains apps in the background most of the time, also thanks to the 8GB RAM it comes with. Honestly, performance is as expected on the device and Tecno did not really give us something extra in terms of performance. This is the first Tecno phone that is running on Android 15 that is widely available, and it came with some refinements. The icons look a bit more polished and the quick menu also look different when placed side by side with another Tecno phone running on Android 14. There is floating windows and split screen just as most of us like it. You can customize the app icons to adapt to the colors of the wallpaper, but not every app icon supports that feature, and I think this is partly due to Android developers. Everything looks a bit different in the display settings. You can now download fonts and change the entire look of the text on the phones, which is something that wasn't available on the UI before. You still get bloatwares, but you can remove some of them as usual. The number of push notifications to the home screen has also reduced, and overall, I feel year in, year out, Tecno kind of just adds a little bit difference to their software, not kind of making a massive change, but rather just changes that we will appreciate. There are rumors of 3-year software updates on the phone, but I'm not sure because there isn't any confirmation directly from Tecno. There are devices that are waiting to get Android 15, like the Spark 30 Pro that I have, and we are yet to see that software update. Hopefully, we see Android 15 on those phones, and hopefully the Tecno Camon 40 Pro get that 3 years of software update to further back up the claim that you can use this phone for 5 years and it will perform smoothly. We have a 50-megapixel Sony sensor as the primary camera, accompanied by an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens. The third lens seems to be there for aesthetics, nothing to show for. We also have a 50 megapixel selfie shooter, and overall, the pictures are decent. Especially when you snap in well-lit environments, you notice the details and sharpness in the pictures. The ultra-wide camera also does a decent job, even though it's not as good as the primary camera. I snapped at 2x and I was really impressed with the image quality. You can also zoom all the way up to 10x, but the quality at that level is not usable. The pictures, there are no details in the picture. I like how the camera handles skin tones and colors in general. It's really impressive. The shutter speed is fast, but post-processing after you've snapped the picture takes time. Since there isn't a dedicated macro lens, I use the ultra-wide to snap some decent close-up shots, and let me know what you think about them in the comment section. The selfie is equally impressive as well, with good background blur for portrait photos. You can notice the sharpness as well in the selfie images. This is a video with the front-facing camera of the Tecno Camon 40 Pro. I'm currently shooting at 2K 30 FPS, and the audio you are listening to is also coming from the speaker of the phone. This is quite impressive from what I'm seeing, but as you can see, the HDR is poor. Let me know what you think about the quality of the front-facing camera in the comment section. Now, this is the video with the main camera of the phone. As you can see, HDR seems to be much better this time around. It's handling the sunlight quite well. I love how it looks. But let me know what you think about the quality of the main camera in the comment section of the video. Kindly subscribe also. Let's get to that 100K before the end of this year. There is a slight battery increase to 5200 mAh, and it can last a bit longer than the 5000 mAh we had in the Camon 30 series devices. The charging speed has been downgraded, however, from 70 watts to 45 watts, which doesn't make sense at all. Battery life is not going to be an issue overall, but the charging time is going to be around 1.5 hours to go from 0 to 100. Tecno also added bypass charging to the phone and other charging safety protection to keep the battery safe for a long period of time. You can also reverse charge other phones wired using the Tecno Camon 40 Pro, but it doesn't support wireless charging. The battery is great and you won't have any issues using the battery on this phone. Now, rounding up, the Tecno Camon 40 Pro is a solid option for the price, and I don't think there is any phone out there at this price that gives you more AI features. The camera is decent, and thanks to Android 15, the software has been refined a little bit. What else would you like to know about the phone? Let me know in the comment section, and I'm going to gladly answer all your questions about this phone. That's it for this video, and I'm going to be very happy to see you in my next video.